The Law Society of Kenya is set to initiate contempt of court proceedings against the Kenya Revenue Authority over the continued deduction of the housing levy. LSK's President-elect Faith Odhiambo faulted the KRA's actions that were being undertaken in the absence of a law governing the deductions. The High Court late last year declared the housing levy unconstitutional. And as Brenda Wanga reports, the LSK's protest comes as the government secured a win in court with the dismissal of the latest challenge to the Housing Bill 2023.
The Law Society of Kenya is gearing to take on the government through the tax collector, KRA, over the continued deduction of the housing levy that was declared unconstitutional 3 months ago.
It has come to our attention that the Kenya Revenue Authority and other government agencies have, despite the declaration of Section 84 as being unconstitutional, have continued to deduct and remit to the Kenya Revenue Authority the housing levy. There is no legal basis to deduct the housing levy, and this action amounts to contempt of court and arbitrary imposition of tax.
And the LSK says it is going back to the same courts to seek redress.
The Society of Kenya shall immediately commence contempt of court proceedings against the Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, as well as against all accounting officers and employers who have unlawfully deducted the housing levy.
Lead us to one conclusion, that there is an informal government policy to restrict the rights of Kenyans. There is a government policy not to comply with court orders that the government does not agree with. And we are concerned that if we continue in this manner, then the administration of law going to courts will lose meaning.
The lawyers are calling on the general public whose payslips continue to be raided by the taxman to help make the suits a success.
We call upon all employees who have suffered this illegal deduction to get in touch with the Law Society through our email address, and we will share the same and share their salary payslips to facilitate the filing of the application seeking refund of the illegally deducted dues.
LSK's move to court comes just days after the Attorney General, Justin Muturi, cautioned KRA against the continued deductions, stating that there wasn't a legal framework to support the deductions.
This press conference. Thank you so much.
LSK's legal battle with the government brews as the courts handed it a victory over the housing bill currently in the Senate. The courts in Nairobi dismissed a petition filed by Lawrence Omule Apio challenging the manner in which the public participation on the bill was conducted. Omule stated in his petition that the Affordable Housing Bill 2023 was rushed without the adequate and effective public participation and consideration of the special needs of the marginalized communities, and therefore there was unlawful and unconstitutional failure to comply with the requirement of public participation and protection of the marginalized. The High Court, however, in dismissing the petition, stated that the public participation conducted by the National Assembly was effective and conditionality compliant. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.